As we said, Mr. Mello, one show ago, it was Chris Sabin who comes in. That was a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, former TNA X Division Champion, former TNA Tag Team Champion, and tonight we get the former WWE Tag Team Champion, Brian
Alpha
Myers.
One brings the best. It brings the best out of everyone, and it brings in the best. That's what this company's always been about.
Well, and when you've got one of the best in the world like Josh Alexander, you have to give him these tests.
That's why it makes me upset when guys like From the Oppression kind of ruin it for the other guys here that have fought so hard to be here.
Absolutely, and think back one show ago in the Oppression jumped Chris Sabin. Luckily, we don't see Kingdom James, we don't see his thugs or any members of the Oppression out here for this matchup. This should be a good, clean match between one half of the Monster Mafia.
But that's the thing, you just don't know. I keep watching that door. I keep looking at that door, see if it's going to open, see if they're going to interfere here. You just don't know with the Oppression.
Well, let's focus on the positive. Rolling through here is Brian Myers, back up to his feet.
That's the smartest thing you said. Let's focus on this right now.
Keeping control of that arm wringer now. Myers rolls through, arm wringer of his own. Trying to work Alexander down to a wrist lock. Alexander rolls through. Back to his feet.
And you talked earlier about main event matches that we're seeing already. We saw Ashley Six versus Ethan Page. Now we're seeing this here. This could be a main event in any other indie fed, but not here at Alpha One. It's amazing. That's the kind of talent, the depth of talent that Alpha One brings.
It's an amazing roster. And what a match that was earlier, Ethan Page and Ashley Six. How is Ash going to continue on in this tournament after the beating that he took in that first match? It is going to be tough for him as waist lock from behind. Myers switches behind on Josh Alexander. Alexander the side headlock, rolls sides. And Myers backs him into the ropes, shoots Alexander off. Alexander drops Myers down with the shoulder block. Myers ducks under. Alexander over the top. Leapfrog. Back down from Myers. Myers to his feet. Drop kick landed right on target.
Going for a pin.
Count of two and Josh Alexander kicks out. No offense to Brian Myers, but it's going to take a lot more than a drop kick to put the walking weapon away. Snapmare out of the corner into the rear chin lock. Again, we talked about it earlier in that Ethan Page Ashley Six match. The referee's got to be so careful of where that arm of Brian Myers is. You could easily turn this into a rear naked choke.
Nope, and Johnny Rutabaga, whatever he wants to call him, is right in there looking, taking a look.
I'm amazed we got so far into our card night before our first vegetable reference.
That's true, that has been our first in a while.
Up and over the top, Brian Myers lands on his feet. Caught with a huge elbow from Josh Alexander. Kicks the knees out, and here it comes, that back splash. Oh, got him on the apron. And now Josh Alexander is in full control of this match, and it'll go into that methodical pace that he works so well.
What a journey, Josh Alexander. I mean, I keep thinking, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, when he first started out, this little chubby kid. And look at him now. Probably at the top of his game right now. And the glass keeps going. It doesn't stop.
Yeah, there's no ceiling on the talents of Josh Alexander. We've seen Michael Elgin in Alpha One Wrestling, now Ring of Honor World Heavyweight, or was Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion before being unseated by Jay Briscoe. I have no doubt that it's only a matter of time before World Heavyweight gold from some company resides around the waist of Josh Alexander. Kick out at 2 from Brian Myers.
This is Alpha One, Kurt Hawkins. His name's Brian Myers.
Kick to the side of the head. He might have angered Myers there. Myers fired back with one right to the gut.
Everybody in this room knows I'm the real alpha male here.
Don't underestimate him.
Yeah, don't showboat when you got somebody like Brian Myers on the ropes here. He wasn't one half of the WWE World Tag Team Champions for nothing. He's got him in a chin lock.
That knee right in his back. Just not going to feel good, I'll tell you that.
Adding pressure, almost trying to rip the head right off the shoulders. Myers back to his feet. Shot low, shot high. Off the ropes. Back elbow from Alexander, drops him again. Count of 2.
Gotta hook that leg. I don't know how many times I say it, but you gotta do it.
Seems like every show there's a few times, Mr. Miller, where you've got to seemingly remind folks that you've got to hook the leg, especially at this level of competition.
Well, easy for me to say. I'm sitting out here.
Well, there's some places where you can get away with that. Not Alpha One. Everyone in this promotion is so good and so competitive as it sounded like Brian Myers broke the post.
That ring moved a good 4 inches. All right, that's wrestling talk. It really moved 2 inches, but still, it moved.
Is that kind of like the old 90,000 gimmick?
Exactly.
I see.
20 feet off the top of the rope, you know. Not really 20 feet.
I think I might have used that once for a couple of splashes in Alpha One. Trying to be more mindful of those. As Josh Alexander looking to pull Brian Myers to his feet. No, just grabbing the arms and wrenching back. Oh.
Wearing him down.
That knee into the back and pulling away on the shoulders. That could tear a rotator cuff, tear a labrum, pop a shoulder.
Makes it a bit harder to kick out.
Brian Myers, a lot of strength of his own as the Prince of Queens back to his feet. Underneath and over the top onto his feet. Myers back to
Gets
the corner.
caught. Oh, took his head off.
Lariat finds its mark. And now Brian Myers getting back into this matchup. Both men down on the mat.
Myers wants to capitalize, but he's still reeling from Josh Alexander's offense.
The level of punishment he's undergone from the walking weapon is really affecting him at this point as he tries to get back to his feet. Now Brian Myers firing off with that right hand. Second time. Third time. Now backing Alexander up into the ropes. Alexander reverses. Myers comes off and nails him. Flying forearm. Myers works his way in and forearm right on the point of the jaw. Hoists him up. Power slam. Turn it. Sit out power slam with a cover. Josh Alexander kicking away at 2. That's another thing, Mr. Mello, already in this show we've seen a lot of innovative offensive maneuvers. That another one there by Brian Myers. Go behind. Alexander hooks onto the ropes, rolls his way back, tries to cut his way in. No luck, brought up and down to the canvas.
You don't get to, you said it before, you don't get to be tag team champion at WWE without picking up a few new maneuvers.
And Brian Myers certainly looks like he's been in the gym since his WWE days. Looks bigger than he ever has. Josh Alexander pushes him away. Throws the kick right to the side of the head. Myers turns right into him. Hoisted up onto the shoulders. We know Alexander's dangerous with an opponent in that position. Rolled through by Myers. Alexander keeps him. And losing that
this could be
stretch
it
muffler.
right here. If Myers can't get out of this, it's over for him.
Very painful submission hold, and getting more leverage as he gets to his feet.
He's still a ways from the ropes, though.
Wrenching away the ankle, the calf, the knee, all being pulled out of place, and Myers will reach the ropes.
He's got to break it, and he does.
As these two are taking a toll on one another. And it looks like that knee of Brian Myers has been seriously compromised.
I was going to say, Josh is standing, Myers isn't.
And Myers is having trouble getting back to his feet. Alexander giving him way too much time, though. Hammer right to the gut. Myers looked to take him on that Ferris wheel. Couldn't find it. And that time a huge forearm to the side of the head. Myers hits the ropes. Caught there by Alexander. Myers the other side.
Toe to toe.
Neither man gaining an advantage here. Alexander will pull him back. Spins him! And there's that roaring elbow. As he falls the enziguri.
What a maneuver as he's falling. We talked about earlier as, these vets know, when they're falling to fall into the ropes or fall over to the side where they can't take advantage. He actually created an offensive maneuver. while he was falling.
Knew he
That
was
was
going
impressive.
down and somehow found a way to pull it off.
And it may have just bought him the time he needs.
Yeah, Josh Alexander now struggling to his feet. So is Brian Myers. Alexander pushes Myers off, follows through, looking for that Sam killer. Not going to happen. Rolling away. Myers kicked it up. Lifting DDT, nailed the impaler.
I don't know if we've seen anybody go toe-to-toe with Josh Alexander in a long time, like Myers is right now. And he's up top. High-risk maneuver here. Lands it. Hook in the root. There it is.
Drove that elbow 3/4 of the
No.
way across the ring, but Josh Alexander kicks out. Last man we saw go toe-to-toe like this with Josh Alexander, would we have to go all the way back to Michael Elkin?
Most likely, I believe you're right.
I mean, we've seen some incredible matches, Josh Alexander and Alessandro Del Bruno, but that was Del Bruno using his speed and his agility, not so much toe-to-toe. Up onto the back. Here's that rusty nail. Oh, got him with it. Into the pin, count of 2. And
Two
Myers
count
kicked
only.
out.
You gotta be kidding me.
What has Josh Alexander got to do to put him away?
It's exactly what's going through his mind right now.
You know, Josh Alexander has something devastating in mind here. He is just staring darts through Brian Myers. Myers
They are
pushes
just
away.
on top of each other. Oh,
Ferris wheel, got him with it. Whoops, catches him with that foot. Count of 1, count of 2.
and there you see, again, second time, former tag team champion, hooking that leg, making sure he's taking every advantage he can, because he knows he needs to.
Still not enough to put away Josh Alexander. Fans are really into this matchup as Myers grabbing onto that headgear of Alexander.
And again, toe-to-toe, here we go. Hey, that rhymed. I'm a poet and wasn't even aware of it.
Well done. Headbutt from Brian Myers. Josh Alexander answering back. Another headbutt from Myers as again, you said it, Mo, toe-to-toe. Oh, and that one rang out. They heard that in Grimsby. Third one. Fourth one. Alexander off the ropes. Oh, caught him with that right hand. Picks him up. We've seen this before.
Spinning tombstone.
I don't think he got all of it, but did he get enough?
I think he got enough, absolutely. Wow.
Josh Alexander almost had a knee give out on that spinning tombstone, but you can see him still plant Brian Myers. And what a win for the walking weapon. And Mr. Mello, I think I can speak for the crowd, and hopefully for you as well, but I think we'd like to see Brian Myers at some point back in Alpha One Wrestling.
I know I would, and I think these fans will agree with that sentiment for
He
sure.
went toe-to-toe with one of the best we have to offer. And in the end, it was that spinning tombstone that spelled the end for so many before. Josh Alexander, another big win, but another great performance from Brian Myers.
There you go. Fans standing up on their feet. And when Alpha One stand and give you a standing ovation, you know it means something.
Well, Brian Myers heard the police come back, chance, and he nodded. Hopefully that's a good sign.